Preamble. If you can't fly, you have to drive. We're on the highway in Denmark. It's the year 2003. I'm sitting in the passenger seat of a Mercedes, driven by my then boss, the head of an IT company. 6 hours of driving are already behind us. The journey through Germany was swift. On some stretches the car easily cruised at over 200 kilometers per hour. We're sunk into soft black leather seats. The air conditioning keeps the late summer heat at bay, and rich music flows from the surround sound speakers. Time passes like a dream. The 877-kilometer journey to our destination is slowly drawing to a close. About 200 kilometers remain, a good 2 hours on the road. In Denmark, the speed limit forces you to drive much slower than on German autobahns. In a car like this, engineered in Stuttgart for fast, quiet highway travel, it feels like you're crawling along a country road. But that slower pace offers a better view of the passing landscape, especially from the passenger seat. Green Denmark has been rolling by for a while now. I see meadows, small woods, a scattered farmhouse here and there, and strangely shaped trains with huge rubber buffers at the front, some running parallel to the road. The sky is blanketed in clouds, but now and then a shaft of sunlight breaks through. Clapton's Pilgrim is playing in the CD player. My gaze shifts westward, to where the sun sends golden rays through a gap in the cloud cover. In a few hours, it will set. Rows of trees momentarily block the view, then open again to fields. And there they are, a small flock of crows glides slowly into the cloudy sunset. That was the moment. There's a saying that the muse kisses you when inspiration strikes. I understand that expression completely now. But what I experienced was more than a kiss. It was as if someone had popped the cork off a bottle of shaken champagne. This moment happened about 150 kilometers before our destination, on a country road in Denmark. And instead of simply filing the image away as another travel impression, the story I tell in this book surged through me. It broke free, as if it had been waiting. I could see it, like a vivid motion picture projected behind my eyes. What would later take weeks and months to write poured through my mind in no more than 20 seconds. Feelings, colors, and images overwhelmed me. I've never forgotten that moment. When the movie in my head stopped, I sat in silence. Then I turned to the driver and asked, "Do you feel like hearing a story?" He looked at me, surprised. I explained what had just happened. He said, "Okay, sure. Go on then, let's hear it." So I told him. And by the time I was finished, we were almost at our destination. Helmut Schmidt, the former German chancellor, once said, "Anyone who has vision should see a doctor." I would add, "But whatever you see, write it down anyway." So that's what I did. I began to write down the motion picture that had played before my mind's eye. That's how this book came to be, the one you're now holding in your hands. A few details have changed over the years. Some ideas came later. But I hope that reading this story will bring you the same joy I felt while seeing it and writing it. And I hope the thread of the story leaves a gentle mark on your soul, one that allows you to see those marvelous black birds described in this book with different eyes. My heartfelt thanks go first to my grandmother Lenny, who always let me paint, encouraged me to be imaginative, and inspired me to discover the world. I also want to thank my brother Marcus, a biologist and ornithologist, whose knowledge gave me much inspiration. Gratitude also goes to my then boss, Michael Sarni, who let me accompany him on that trip to Denmark. And to Ken Kemp from Sweden, who edited the manuscript and created the book's illustrations, thank you. This book is dedicated to my wife, our children, and their children. Nature always points to the Creator.